just gonna go for it.
We're just going for it.
We're just going for it. Should we call you Brian or Mr. Patchinger?
Well, it really doesn't matter in this setting. You can call me Brian.
Alright.
I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, fair enough.
What about in general?
In general, I'm fine with Brian, but in my new role as teacher, I'm Mr. Patchinger in the classroom, or Pastor Brian, just to denote a little bit of that respect, I suppose. But I'm fine with Brian as well. I think respect is earned, not so much the title you give someone.
So how long have you been a youth pastor?
Well, I've been working here for 3 years, just a little over 3 years at Open Door. And then before that, I was working on staff at Providence Church in Avon, and I was on staff there for 8 years. So what is that, 11 years? 11 years, yeah, plus or minus.
So what do you think is the best part of your job?
The best part, I can honestly say the best part is having conversations with young people who really want to grow in the Lord, and really watching them grow and watching the light bulbs turn on in their lives. Because when they really want to know something and you get to be a part of that and see that happen, I get really excited for that. That's the best part. And coffee.
Alright, well, what is it like as a teacher in Open Door? Like, what's it like being in that new role?
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a very big transition for me because I've never taught before, and so now I'm in a new role where I'm used to having one type of relationship with people, and now I also have this like teaching role, and it's weird. Kids don't always listen right away, and so there's this new like role of disciplinary that I have to play. So that's been a hard thing. I mean, I've really enjoyed it, but that's been probably the toughest thing. But I love theology. I love diving into the scriptures, and I love sharing that with students, and so it makes it really natural and really fun to be able to be a teacher.
So is it hard pulling like double duty as teacher and youth pastor?
Sometimes it is. When I first started, so maybe the first 3 weeks of school, I was spending 2 hours every night on my computer, just working on making sure I had school stuff in order and what was happening for the next day, and just trying to think through all that. And so 2 hours every night was just really beating me down a little bit. And I could spend 3 hours or 4 hours doing it, because in order to really research something, I'm writing my own curriculum, I'm teaching, I'm trying to evaluate to see what's working. And so now I've gotten that down into a lower number, but it's still definitely a challenge. I wouldn't say that it's beating me down. It's definitely, there's days where it energizes me and I'm really excited, and then there's days where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like pulling teeth. So it has its days, I'll say it like that. Probably any teacher would say that. Yeah, it has its days.
Yeah. So, sidebar, when exactly is the Stony Glen retreat happening for the youth group?
The Stony Glen retreat
Yes.
is happening on February 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Alright. Was it obvious I was advertising that?
Yes, it was obvious. And I don't even mind, because it's probably the best retreat around.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. So, yeah.
As long as you don't dislocate your shoulder.
Yes. Yes.
That was gross, dude. You were just like...
Yeah.
Your face was probably the best ever.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you could replicate that face.
Ryan was walking and he literally went like that. And it
On ice.
fell.
Slipped
Like
on
it
ice.
was, he like slipped, went completely lateral, and then it was like you're playing Tetris and you hit the up button.
But the best part was, so he dislocates his shoulder,
Yeah.
and we're taking a group photo, and so he's in the midst of this whole group. I'm trying to organize everybody to take a group photo, and Ryan's over there like with his shoulder popped out and like just skin, and like he's like, he's like, Brian, my shoulder. I'm like, man, we gotta take a group photo, and then I can help you.
Priorities.
And so, yeah, priorities. It's like herding cats to herd students, and so I was like, I wasn't gonna lose that, and And then in the picture, it immediately like pulled back into your arm, so that was good.
Right.
It was
That hurt, but I definitely go to study like again. It's pretty
Good.
fun.
even your shoulder wanted the picture to look natural. So it was
Yeah, pop back in. That's good. That's good.
Do you plan on going to the Silent Lake game?
Yes, I love going to basketball games and try to sport in any way. Volleyball games that we did over the fall season, and now that winter season is around. Yeah, I do like watching sports. You know, even basketball, volleyball is definitely fun. Baseball is another one that I played baseball in high school, and so I like at least walking out and seeing a few innings. So yeah,
cool.
as well as plays and things like that. You know, gotta support that.
Plays again.
So how do you say you balance 2 jobs, family, and church life?
Okay. I try prayerfully. I really try to prioritize my time well because, like I said, I could spend 2 hours every night just working on school stuff, and then my family might suffer, or my job at the church. And so I really try to spend a lot of time making sure that I put the most important things ahead of others and prioritize time in that way. I'm very much willing to say no to things at times, you know, and I'm definitely an experienced kind of guy, and so like I want to have good experiences with my kids, spend time with them. I want to be doing that, and so if that's the case, then there might be a time where I put off work, or I'll stay up late at night after my kids are in bed to do work because yeah, I don't want to sacrifice my family time, and that family time is usually only from whatever time I get home till 8 p.m. And so there's lots of things that can happen after that, or even before they wake up. I'm totally willing to wake up early to get some stuff done, and so I'm always trying to do that. And I love procrastinating, so I try to procrastinate in healthy ways and be able to know the deadlines that I actually have to meet versus the deadlines that I like to push. There's times where it works well, and there's times where I realize, man, I need to spend more time with my family, or there's times where, I might say, well, that class was not so great, I should have worked on that a little bit longer. Yeah, and my schedule from a week-to-week standpoint is fairly set, that there's things that I have to do week in and week out, so I know what those things are. And so I'm always looking at my calendar. I'm a calendar-driven kind of person that if it's not on my calendar, I usually forget to do it. And so, yeah, some of those big things I'll just schedule out. And yeah, I mean, free time is then just time with family and hanging out with them.
What do you love about the whole open door experience?
I've learned the most about the Holy Spirit while I've been here, and like really learning what it means to follow the Holy Spirit, to listen to the Holy Spirit, to pray more. It's not just something that we have done like as a church to try to get people to pray, or at the school trying to get people to pray, but it's grown me in my own relationship with the Lord. So I love that focus that we have to do that, and I love being here and being able to just pour into students all the time, or walk down through the halls and hang out with students and see them. And so, yeah. Well, thank you for having me. And
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Burn the chick.
Alright, cool.
This will be the last question. Don't you hate it when you go like shake someone's hand and it's like
a wet
shaking
noodle?
a dead fish? Like
Yeah.
they're just like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, what's up?
yeah, like, no, like, because of my hatred for that, like, if I know someone's going to do that, like, I've shook hands for them for whatever reason before, and I know that they're just going to, like, I just, like, purposely, like, grip as hard as I can. I'm like,
You would be that guy.
You would.
I would, like, if you're not going to, like, meet me halfway, then I'm going to take, yeah, I'm just going to. This is where we all get murdered.
It might be.
Alright, well, you're a busy man, we'll
Okay.
let you do your stuff.